Hey out there in YouTube land, I'm over here at the country house. I've been trying to sell this house for a few months. However, I made a couple mistakes. I'm going to tell you about those in a second. However, one of my friends watched one of my YouTube videos and he said, hey, what about real estate? And he was talking about real estate investing. And I said, well, the thing is, when I made real estate videos, investing in real estate, I used to get like, I don't know, 10 views. And I don't do the YouTube videos just to get views. I mean, don't get me wrong, it strokes my ego a little bit. However, I said I'll do a real estate investing video, which is where I've made so much money, and it's like finding gold. However, I'd get like 10 views. Not that many people are interested in it. And then I make a video from the casino, my video Poker Wins, and just to remind everyone, I don't win all the time. It's just more entertaining seeing the wins, right? So I said, why not mix it up a little bit? Why not talk a little bit about real estate investing? And also show some wins. Like, I'll keep everybody's attention and everybody will be entertained. So let me tell you what I'm doing over here. So 3 deals fell through on this house. That means that buyers came in, they put an offer, took it off the market, and for one reason or the other, they walked away. Most of the time because of the inspection report. They got so scared that they walked away. However, we know as real estate investors that inspectors, they don't always know what they're doing and they catastrophize stuff. So I'm going to show you a couple little things that I took care of and how much they cost and why it might be beneficial if you're a buyer to go in and ask for a concession from the seller, because most likely they'll give it to you. Before I tell you where that pile came from, let me show you a couple casino wins. I just got paid on the Royal and Diana's sitting right over there. And then the Aces came for $1,600. I should have videoed it when I discarded, but I completely forgot. How'd you like a couple of those hits? I wish I hit like that all the time, but as we all know, that doesn't always happen. So let me show you what I did on the inside. The third Royal of the day. No, not the day, the trip. All right?
So maybe you'll
You
rub
can't
off.
make
Play
this
this.
sense. How'd you like that? I snuck in another hit on video poker before I'm showing you. So the house was not staged, and in order to get a staging company, you got to pay a couple $1,000s, and then I mean it's got to be perfect because I'm a little anal retentive with that. So right now, when I do any staging, first of all, I get Diane involved because she's so much better than I am. This is not done, so any criticism out there, you should wait for all the criticism until I finish it. I mean, we got napkins and some pops of color that are still going to go in. We bought this couch from a used couch place for $100. I picked up this table and made a new friend around the corner. We took some knickknacks from the house. But let me show you why I want to stage it most of all. Well, first of all, I want to designate areas. So you got a dining room, you got the living room over there, you can put the TV up there. So the buyers don't have to use that much imagination. But wait, before I go too far and show you what else I did to the house, let me show you a couple more casino hits. This looked like an interesting game. I guess selling the gray house has freed up some positive energy. And then 4s, like literally 2 hands later. Not bad. Put a little table over there. We still got to dress it up a little bit. Napkins and like little cups and stuff like that. But shows the buyer you can have an eat-in kitchen. Eat-in kitchen. And then you can have a dining room over here. And then a living room over there. So I want to take any imagination or as much imagination required from buyers away, because I got to tell you from my experience, buyers don't have a lot of imagination or creativity. There's some pops of color, we'll move stuff around. Again, I'm not done. Here's one of the biggest things that we're going to do. We're going to set this up as a bedroom. I still have to put that frame together, but that bed, which we got from Amazon for like $90, and then it spruced up to like 6 inches. It's amazing. $90 mattress delivered to your house, huh? So anyway, we're going to put the bed over here so that you know it's a bedroom. Because, well, wait, before I show you more. Now, that doesn't happen often. Queen 10 down, right? I don't know what hit I just showed you guys because I'm randomly selecting them from my phone. My phone's almost filled, but it had to be good if I showed you, right? So this is that back room. So people were having a problem picturing this as a, using some imagination as a bedroom. I don't know why, but they were. Got a half bath over here. I know I don't, optimally, I'd like to have a full bath, but it's not over there. And then you got the laundry over here, which I know people out there are going to be saying, that's kind of hokey. You got your washer and dryer in your bedroom. But it is what it is. I was really lucky on the triple play at Beau Rivage, so give it a shot. We're going to hit one of these times. Not that time. I think when I watch this video back, I'm going to like it. Because I like real estate. And I like video poker. So mixing them up, I mean, I might be onto something. You guys let me know with a comment. So as I said, the deal fell through 3 times. The buyers had problems with the inspection report. But the inspection reports, and from experience, I'm not just a disgruntled seller. I just know that the catastrophic language, if that's the word, in the inspection report scares buyers, and then they just walk. They don't even ask for any money, because I'm going to tell you how much wiggle room I have on this house and how much money the buyers could have got. Let me give you an example. The gray house I sold, I was willing to take $370,000 plus give a $5,000 concession to the buyers when they came in, and they walked after they spent $2,000 on inspection reports. Well, I took the inspection and I did some repairs. It must have cost me $3,000 altogether. Well, I wound up getting an extra $45,000 for the gray house. And I'm hoping that's what happens on the country house, too. All right, not as good, but still 10 times. All right, let's see what happens. 12 times. 4 of a kind would be nice. Royal would be even nicer. Or that. So I think I said I'm going to put this house on the market next weekend. So I got to get rid of some trash and do some last minute things. I did some of this landscaping because I want curb appeal. I want when people come up, I want them to feel good about the house and how it looks. That pile right there, well, the bricks came from this job. I'm going to show you because there was a problem with buyers looking at this job, or not this job, but looking at this area. There's a little basement crawl space. I don't even like to call it a basement because it's not really a basement. But it would maintain water in here because the water table or the water level was high because there was so much rain. So there was always a little bit of water down here. I didn't want to spend the money to do it. I just wanted to sell the house. But I did get it done. I got a French drain put in. So I got to get all the soil taken out, all the garbage, and the bricks from up there. The French drain cost me about $2,600 all in, material and labor. I have a great plumber that I use, Edwin, the plumbing extraordinaire. So it cost me about $3,000 all in, including getting rid of this debris. The one time I didn't film it, right? Crazy. I think I'm going to keep it for $3,000. You don't see that often where you catch all 3. So this looks nice and neat, right? Why does mulch smell like cow manure if it's not cow manure? But it stinks. I cut that grass the other day, but you can't tell because it grew back. And there's so many dandelion puffy things on the top that it kind of gets me a little anxious because each one has at least 100 other little dandelions just waiting to friggin' attack the grass. That pile back there, it's a little bit of an eyesore. I'm going to get my friend Juan to get rid of that. And then I just clean this up a little bit over here. I'm going to put some pops of color in here with some flowers just before I list it. Now, there was another problem on the inspection reports, and it was this corner of the house over here. There were some loose bricks over there. And I swear, the last inspection report, which I saw, the inspector said something like the house was falling down as a result of the crumbling foundation. I don't know what voice that was, but you get the picture. However, the bricks just needed to be re-mortared and then a skim coat put over, and it's solid as anything, this whole foundation. And I had my friend Dave came over and he painted the whole foundation and did the repair for me, painted the deck up there so it's a good first impression, and that cost about $1,200. I finally got it quad. And I don't want to sound like I'm complaining because we won quite a bit of money. But it's been a while. In between, you go through some cash. I almost forgot I was paying $2. bonus poker. I told Diane to come over, somebody else hit. Then I told her. We're almost to the end of this video, but I want to tell you numbers and why I think it's beneficial for a buyer to not just walk away from a transaction. But first, I hope you like the way that the video was put together with the intermittent casino hits, the video poker wins and stuff like that. Keeps your attention. It's a little exciting because I found out that not everybody's as excited about real estate as moi. I don't think I ever said moi. So I had the house on the market for $430,000. And they were pretty much the offers that I was getting, pretty close to it. And the reason why is because there's no other houses on the market. It's still a seller's market. There's not as many buyers out there because of the interest rate, but it's still a seller's market. So I had people come in with an offer, which means they spent the time and the energy to write up an offer. They really liked the house, and then they got the inspection report and they just walked away without asking me for a concession. And a concession, if you're not familiar with it, is where the seller's going to give you back some money after the offer is written. Okay, well, we agreed on $430,000, but we got the inspection report. This is me being somebody else. And we'd really like to have $8,000 concession. Hey, no problem. I would have gave you $30,000. So if you're one of those 3 buyers that walked away from this house, don't cry over spilled milk. I don't think that was mean, right? So I had $30,000 wiggle room. After the last one fell through, I said, you know what? Let me get some of the creativity and the imagination out of the way because buyers don't have a lot of it. Let me do the French drain down there. It was $3,000. Let me fix the foundation. And as a matter of fact, while I'm at it, while I spruce it up a little bit with a fresh coat of a skim coat and paint the foundation and paint this deck, that was another $1,200. The landscaping, let's just say $500. Let's say I'm going to give Juan $500 or $1,000 to come over here and clean it up, and the staging was a couple $100 more. Let's just say, for simplicity, it was $6,000, which I don't. If I ran all those numbers, I don't think it's even 6. It means a buyer could have came in here, said, "I'll give you $430,000, Mr. Seller." That's me, Mr. Seller, and then got the inspection done and said, "You know what? It's going to cost me $10,000. Let's ask for $20,000," and they would have got it. Now that I did this work and I put the energy and the time and it's been off the market and I've been paying the mortgage and carrying costs and stuff like that, I learned my lesson from the gray house. The gray house, I made $45,000 extra than what I would have accepted on the first deal that fell through. I'm not saying I'm gonna make $45,000 more on this house, but I am gonna jack up the price. And that's going to send a message to the buyers that it's not because the house isn't selling and there's something wrong with it. It's because we're in a different market now, and I put some work into the house, and now it's even more valuable. So let's see what happens in a couple weeks, crossing my fingers that this thing sells and I get even more money. Then I'll make another video with more casino wins and more real estate talk.